What do you think of the colour scheme used?
I like the colour scheme as it's very natural. The black and white just looks a bit boring, doesn't really stand out as much as the colourful one.
Can you see a big improvement from the rough draft?
Yes, a lot more. I prefer the picture. The picture doesn't look so it didn't look very professional. I like the way you put is it mirrored? Mirrored it, which looks really professional.
Do you like the images and fonts used and why?
Yes, I love the font at the bottom because it's just really big, and I like the way that's wrote as well because that shows kind of the genre of the music video, and I also like the link of the little hearts to represent the dots, which also links with the name of Line Art.
Do you think that we've improved on the font from the last draft?
Yes, a lot more. It just suits it a lot more, like I said with the Gazette. It fits it a lot more, the style and edginess.
And do you believe this advert will successfully attract our target audience?
Yes, I do.
What do you think of the colour scheme used?
I think it's very good as it suits the sort of genre style of the music, and it's a bit more poppy than it was plain colours.
Can you see a big improvement from the rough draft?
Yeah, in this it looks a bit more professional, and you can imagine seeing this on high streets and everything, and in magazines and things.
Do you like the images and fonts used and why?
Yeah, because I think it suits the genre that it's meant to be targeting, and that it will appeal to audiences that would like it.
Do you think that we've improved upon the font from the rough draft?
Yeah, well, because it's a bit more bold and larger and it stands out more.
Do you believe this advert will successfully attract our target audience?
Yeah, if that is meant to be poppy, and it would attract them.
What do you think of the colour scheme used?
I like the colour scheme. I think it's very professional. I like how the purples contrast the blacks.
Can you see a big improvement from the rough draft?
I definitely can. I think the images is so much clearer this time, and the fonts used make it look far more professional than it did originally.
Do you like the images and fonts used and why?
I do like the images and fonts. I think it reflects the genre of the song quite well.
Do you prefer the images and fonts on the final compared to the rough?
Definitely. The final one looks so much better than the first one did. It looks far more fitting with the song, far more professional, and is very eye-catching.
Do you believe this advert will successfully attract our target audience?
Yes, I do. I think it will. A lot.
What do you think of the colour scheme used?
The colour scheme is very striking, and it goes very nicely with the design.
Can you see a big improvement from the rough draft?
Oh yes, definitely. The font is much better and the pictures are far more interesting.
Do you like the images and fonts used and why?
Yes, it's very intriguing. The fonts go with the style and the colours.
Do you prefer the images and fonts on the final compared to the rough?
Oh yes, they're far more striking and more grabbing. Yes.
Do you believe this advert would successfully attract our target audience?
Oh yes, this is more for young people. Very good.
What do you think of the colour scheme used?
I think the colour scheme is very striking, and the different colours of the fonts and the different fonts used make it stand out well.
Can you see a big improvement from the rough draft?
Yeah, this draft is much cleaner, much easier to read, and the colours are much brighter.
Do you like the images and fonts used and why?
Yeah, I think the fonts are very easy to read, but different in style, and the colours contrast well with each other.
Do you prefer the images and fonts on the final compared to the rough?
Yes, it looks much more professional.
Do you believe this advert will successfully attract our target audience?
Yes, definitely. I think this advert is aimed at young people with its vibrant and clean lines.